Hey folks, and welcome to a book reading wrap-up, part 1. Now don't worry, I'm not going to start filming these videos in parts as well, the wrap-up ones. It's just I have this one book I borrowed from my friend like 2 years ago, already a bit more now. And I want to return it to her soon, so I'm already going to film it, and I'll film my wrap-up later on. Alright, so let's start. This is the book, The Fabulous Mrs. V. Mrs. 12 subtle, sensual, and delicately erotic stories by H.E. Bates. So I finally finished reading this last month. There we go. That's capturing both our faces. Yeah, this is by Penguin. So I finally finished reading this because I started, like I said, in February of 2020. And now recently I finally fucking finished it, and oh, it was a hard one. Again, like I said in my thoughts video, if you want to check that out, it's on the channel. The only, the best story here, the one I remembered most is The Fabulous Mrs. V, because that's the one that had most action in it, let's say. And legitimately erotic stuff. I'm genuinely confused why, some of these stories don't have anything sensual in them or erotic. Now some of them do, but others, I'm like, the fuck was sensual about this, or erotic for that matter? I have no idea. I mean, it says subtly, but come on, man. So yeah, this one was, it was very dry. Now, I did see on Goodreads, it was on Goodreads, when I went to the, to some editions I couldn't find this edition there, so I put another one. But it said that it's one of his, in the description it said it was one of his weakest collections, which was interesting. Yeah, because a lot of these are very dull and a bit maybe nonsensical, because it's what was the point exactly? Yeah, that's why it was a bit hard to finish, but I really wanted to be done with this one, to finally send it back to my friend and stop reading it, because it's so, yeah. But that's it. It is what it is. I will, in the future, don't know when, I will try to, I'll pick up another book by this gentleman, Bates, and see, maybe something else by him I'll enjoy more, because this one no. Only The Fabulous Mrs. V. That's it. Alright. That's the part 1 of this, and then that's it. Part 2 would be the full wrap-up. Again, I've done this before in the wrap-ups where, because sometimes I have to return something, so I already filmed the wrap-up for that. So same thing here. Alright. I'll see you in part 2 in the last one. Alright, the rest of my wrap-up. Let's go. Actually, I don't remember, I say that in the first part, it's been a while. Today's the 2nd of May. And I've filmed that, it's been a little over 2 weeks. Alright, I'll say it again. As always, these are not in the order I read them in, it's just what I read since the last time. So let's get started. Alright, so we have The Nightmare Room, Shadow Girl by R.L. Stein. This is book number 8 in the Nightmare Room series. I was disappointed by this one. I thought it'd be a lot cooler. I mean, this is a really awesome cover. I mean, look at that. That's very pretty. I really dig, I say she reminds me of Raven from the Teen Titans. But yeah, she's nowhere near cool as Raven. And it's, disappointing. I think maybe Mr. Stein shouldn't write superheroes. Or then again, this is a short book. Maybe if you had more time. But yeah, I didn't like this one particularly. I gave it 2 stars. It was okay. I mean, it's really cool, but I'm not gonna keep it for the cover. As cool as the cover is. Yeah, I made thoughts videos on some of these, so if you want, you can go back and look. Next, we have the Howler. This is the 7th book in the Nightmare Room series by R.L. Stein, and I really enjoyed this one. As well as the opposite, it was not disappointing. This is a fun read. I'm definitely going to keep this one. I enjoyed it a lot. Some ghost hunting, some spookiness. I like this one a lot. Though the brother in this one's really a fucking asshole. But still, I enjoy this one. Oh, and I don't know, I think I mentioned in the thoughts videos, no, not all the children's names in this series that start with an S. I just thought so, because in here the kid's name's Spencer, and in Shadow Girl her name's Selena. I really love the shiny part on these covers. Alright, and actually this is the most recent book I've finished reading. It's a Neil Gaiman, Fortunately the Milk by Neil Gaiman. I found this in the bookstore, and this was entertaining. It was amusing for sure. I think I will keep it though, as I do have a Neil Gaiman collection. Yeah, I think I'll keep it for now. Maybe I'll buy a different copy and get rid of this one in the future. But for now, I'll keep it. I don't think I'll be rereading it anytime soon. But yeah, it was entertaining. I made a video about it too. So I love Chris Riddell. Chris Riddell's art. Alright. That's another one. Oh. Yeah, next I read the cover fell apart on me. Gotta be careful with the next one I take, because some of these are super old. This is The Curse of the Creeping Coffin. This is a Goosebumps series. Or was it? Yeah, it was Give Yourself Goosebumps. This is a different series. Give yourself Goosebumps. It's one of these stories where you have multiple endings. You just have to go. You have to choose what page to go to. It's a shame the book was sold, because I kept going through the pages and detached the cover. Yeah, this one's definitely not staying in the collection. I'll donate it to the library and they'll see what to do with it. So, I mean, it was my first time reading something like this. It just wasn't that much to talk about story-wise, so I didn't make a video about it. But it was interesting going from page to page based on your decision. I did manage not to die. At least I went back a few times to see where, not where the ending, but to make different choices. Definitely interesting. But I think with such a short book, when you do it, it's quite tiresome after a while. But still, I definitely read one of these again. I wonder if there's more, not complicated, longer ones. I should look that up. But yeah, cool cover as well. Alright, next we have the Spiderweb Chronicles, Book 1, The Field Guide by Tony Dieter Lizzie and Holly Black. I still don't know how to pronounce the surname. I think I checked and I forgot again. It's been quite a while since I read this. See, I always wanted to read Spiderweb Chronicles. And Leo had the first book, so I bought it from him. But I enjoyed this. It's also an easy read. It's like 100 pages. Even less, I think. And I really love the illustrations inside. Tony Ditzer Hey, never mind, I'm not gonna attempt. Yeah, I love the illustrations inside. So I enjoyed the first book. After reading this, I'm pretty certain that they combined all of the books in the series for the movie. Because a lot happens in the movie that I think you don't get in here till the last book. Based on what I've read, at least. But yeah, I can kind of see why. Because, you know, just making a movie based on just... Based on just what happens here is not really worth the money. Probably. But yeah, I definitely want to read the rest of these one day. I don't know when, though. Besides a few books I ordered from Amazon, I'm not going to buy books for quite a while. I had to pay for some schooling that I started, so yeah. Besides, it's a good idea anyway. I really need to finish all the shit I have here. And if I keep buying books, I'll never get to it. But yeah, I'm going to get all the series one day and read it. I'll keep this book until then, but I hope I can find the one without the movie covers. Fucking hate the movie covers most of the time. Then we have this. It says Cinderella or the Little Glass Slipper by Charles Perlotte. And illustrations by Camille Rose Garcia. So this is his essentially version of Cinderella, Mr. Charles. And it's got the illustrations from this lady. I quite enjoyed this. Again, you know, it's very short, but it's fun. This is actually, essentially the Cinderella story just told on, from his angle. Check out these illustrations. Look at that, it's so cool. I really dig her art style. I like it, kind of reminds me of the Addams Family. Yeah, I found this for cheap in the bookstore. I'm glad I got this. I think there's one with Snow White, but I'm not sure if it's by the same writer. But it has the illustrations of this lady. I might look that one online in the future. Oh, not in the near future, but yeah, I will look that up. I'm definitely keeping this one. It's a very unique. Alright, next we have, I read this, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. This is by Alan Schwartz, and drawings by Stefan Jamal. This is the complete 3-book collection, so I read all 3 books. It was fun. It was a fun little weird and creepy story, some funny. I enjoyed this a lot. I'm glad I read it. I'm definitely going to reread them in the future. And I'm definitely keeping this. This is actually a box set that managed to arrive. I tried ordering other box sets, but they just didn't arrive. I wonder if it's based on weight. I don't know. It's very weird. I love Stefan's illustrations. They're fucking awesome. There we go. And this is the back. Yeah, I'm not gonna pull the books out if you don't mind. Takes a bit to shove them back in there. I don't feel like doing it right now. Alright, and last but not least, I read this. It's just a book about the human body, a look inside. And it's by, there we go, Inside Out, Human Body. By Quoter Publishing Group. I don't know, it doesn't say, it's a Hebrew translation, but it doesn't really say inside, any information that helps. But yeah, some facts about the human body for dummies. I'm gonna reread this again, definitely. I've already forgotten what I read here. But useful to have around, teaches you some things. Very easy, digestible information. And it's like this, see? Yes, I think that's cool. Yeah, I'll keep this. And, yeah, that's it. These are all the books I've read since the last time I showed you what I read. And also the one you saw in the beginning. Which I did end up giving to my friend. She came to Israel, so... I managed to finally see her and also return her book. That I've been hogging for like 2 years. Hey, win-win. Yeah, so that's it. I'm not showing TBRs anymore. I'm just now reading whatever I read. I tried doing a 2-book TBR, but yeah, it's best I just read. I will do, currently now reading videos. I've done one in a bit, but yeah, you'll see these sprinkled here and there sometimes. Can't promise all the time, but sometimes. Alright, that is it, folks. Let me know if you've read any of the books I showed here. If you did, what did you think about them? And that is it. I'll see you in the next wrap-up, whatever that will be. They're not monthly. They can come, whenever, essentially. Alright, now remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!